my wonderful community of amazing people that you hear on my Facebook um, page. And I have so many people from everywhere, and I'm so lovely to be in this community. Thank goodness for Facebook that brings us like so easily connected across the world. I'm here to talk today about one very good thing that I have been doing in my life. And that one very good thing is that, of course, um, I'm sure by now you all know that I've been a fitness trainer and a life coach for coming up to 32 years. I started it, or maybe 31 years. What is it? I started it in 1992. June of 1992, so that's 31 years and a half. So anyway, I have been reading, studying, doing, watching, and all of that, and the experiences in life, it's amazing. Hi Pam Hall, nice to have you here. So being a coach, most of the time we coach people and it's easier said than actually doing it for ourselves. I've done it for 30 years plus, right? What I didn't have in life, it was the peace and love with me. I was sharing it with everyone. I was making everybody else, helping everybody else to have the peace and love. I was being nice to everybody else but myself. And of course, when I'm not nice to me, what happens? I'm mean and nasty to my husband. And my husband has always been the most understanding, the most loving, the most caring man. But I was busy being angry and taking the frustration of my lifetime from any man in my life, from the father, brothers, ex-husband, boyfriends, out on my husband. Until I read many books. I started reading the book Loving What Is by Byron Katie, that it started bringing me to myself to see like, what is it? This book is just things that is different, and of not been practicing what Byron Katie says on the book Loving What Is. And it kind of like, it started smoothing the path for me to want to look within. And soon when I started reading that, then this book had not come out yet, but few people had it. And this book was sent to me. It's called The Ultimate Coach. And his wife, Amy Hardison, has written this book about her fabulous husband, who, as I said, I had the privilege of calling him my friend, my mentor, Steve Hardison, who is a brilliant soul, a very, very strong coach, a business coach, I think, or life coach. I don't want to title him. He's above it all. He's just fantastic. And in this book, I read a chapter. It's the chapter 35, and it's called the Love Chapter. When I read that chapter, somehow I couldn't put it down. I read it again, and I read it again, and I think I probably read it like, who kept the numbers, but maybe between 7 and 10 times I read this. And it's a big chapter, it's 30 pages. It took me a while to do that many, and every time I read a line of it, and I have to tell you, reading is very hard for me. I I was diagnosed with dyslexic in ADHD years and years ago, and I always found that, why can't I sit down and read? Get me go run around and listen to things perfect. Thank God for Audible, but at that time there was no Audible, or I didn't know about it, even if it was. So anyway, I was just reading it. When I read that chapter 35 so many times, I thought, oh my God, how wrong have I been in my life? Number one, to myself. Number two, to myself. Number three, to my husband. The damage that we do to ourselves through our anger, frustration, through the lack of knowledge, through animosity, jealousy, judgment, all of that is not hurting anybody else but ourselves. I was the number one judgmental woman, gossiping because I was angry, judging because I was angry, being angry because I was angry, And the anger was feeding me inside out. Working out day in, day out. I've been a fitness trainer. I lived in the middle of a gym from like 6 a.m. until 4 p.m. When I say I lived, I had an office in the gym. So I was in the gym all the time. You name it, I did it. Yoga, weightlifting, black belt in Taekwondo, swimming. There's nothing you say in fitness that there is that I didn't do in 30 years that I've been fitness trainer and life coach. But nothing could calm me down because I wasn't realizing how much my own thoughts were feeding me all that negativity until I read that chapter in this book, chapter 35. It completely changed me. I am nothing close to what I used to be a few years ago. And as I said, it was great to be the coach, to preach it, to tell others, yeah, you have to do this and that and that. But I knew I wasn't being authentic. I wasn't doing it myself. I only was doing it as a pleaser to make somebody feel good because I know how to be a pleaser. But I didn't know even then that I was a pleaser, you know. So anyway, this incredible book saved me, saved my life, saved my marriage, saved me to be a great coach that I am today. And Steve Hardison was the one that suggested me the title of being a relationship coach. But really, relationship coach doesn't mean relationship with that guy or that woman. Relationship to myself first, relationship to yourself. Who do you see yourself as? Who are you being in this life? What are you doing for the goodness of yourself outside of what you say, I eat good and I go to bed, but emotionally and mentally, what do you do to yourself to be respectful of yourself? To have that love the same love that you have for others, do you have it to yourself? The same fabulous words that you give to compliment somebody else, do you give that to yourself? You know, this is so important. And we don't know it, that we don't have it. So that taught me a massive lesson of, number one, self-discovery, having a self-compassion, having a self-respect, and learning about what is self-worth. And then I can become a better person to my husband, of course, and anybody else around me, and have so much more patience. I have really, honest to goodness, because of this book, I have different sets of ears when I listen to my clients. When people talk to me, I just hear what they say. Before, I used to also within myself to have this judgmental mentality too. So my husband and I are reading this book in the group that is called the Ultimate Coach Facebook group. If you wanted to become in there, you can come and join that. If not, if you felt like listening to it, we're reading and we're sharing our growth, our love, our compassion, our learnings in life this coming Sunday at July 2nd at 7 a.m. Pacific time. I know it's a bit too early, but hey, if you want to learn something, you get up at any time. I do. And it's 10 a.m. Eastern time. So I'd love for you to come and listen to the book reading. You can come and listen. You can come and share afterwards what you've got out of it. And in that book reading is a place of growth. It's fabulous. So if you wanted to come, just say yes in the comment below, and I will send you the link. And it'd be lovely to have you to come and learn and grow and learn for yourself. Not that to come and judge. Come and see what you can get out of it at the end of the session. It's always about hour, maybe about hour and a half, because it's a long chapter. This one, it might take a bit longer than an hour. So let me see if you want to come and join at 7 a.m. Pacific time this Sunday and 10 a.m. Eastern time. I would love for you to join. Hey, and see where can you grow and how much you can grow. And yeah, let's grow and learn. And if you have any desire to have a coach and you want to have a chat, I am here for you. And I've been doing it for 30 years. So I'm not new in this, but every day we grow and we learn and we do better. So have a wonderful day. I hope you get something out of this, and I hope you come and join. And thank you for being here and listening to me. Have a wonderful day, all of you, or night, wherever you are. Bye-bye.